This is why libertarian crypto tech bros are a menace to society, because they take so many cool ideas and corporatize them to the point that they're not cool anymore. And you sound like a fucking nerd for thinking they're cool in concept because of the associations with the real world that's being talked about by these fucking tech bros. Makes me mad because I think technological advancement is cool, you know. Shockingly, the transgender, transsexual is interested in transhumanism. But these fucking jackwagons like Elon Musk are ruining it for everybody else. Bansley's rev split better than OF? I don't know. I could and should have a safer work OF as well. I'm just lazy and haven't set that up yet. Like, there is literally no negative to doing it, because it doesn't require, like, I would post the same thing to either location. It just opens up potential new clientele, I guess. So, like, there's literally no negative to it, except for a minor amount of more labor. But I'm lazy. Would you review the Apple VR AR? No, I don't give a fuck about it. It looks stupid as hell. Yeah, let me just put these fucking swim goggles on in my living room. Like, Google Glass, like, this is not my take. Other people have said this. Google Glass was a cooler idea because it was minimalist. It didn't look fucking stupid. It looked a little silly, but it didn't look fucking stupid. It wasn't as clunky. It was a little bit more seamless. It was the better idea. But there's only so much you can do. Yeah, I do not give a fuck about VR. The only thing I would care about VR would be, like, consuming art that way. Like, there's, this VR, like, it's like one of the standard things you can get. There's, like, this VR art museum that you can do, or that you can look at. And there's a bunch of, like, shit that's really cool. Because, like, you can do a lot of shit with VR art than you can't do with other mediums. And it's a bit more interactive that way as well. So, like, incorporating VR or AR into my day-to-day life, I don't really care. I have a cell phone, it's good enough. But using it to engage with art is, like, the only thing that's kind of cool to me. Like, I'm not against the technology. It's just not very interesting to me in its current state. Trying to market it as a product that people are going to use in their day-to-day life is fucking foolish. Because, no, you're not. What I want for AR is something that is light enough to wear just like my glasses. Yeah. Like, I've said in the past, way before this was a thing that was being talked about and, like, actually worked on by the workers under a certain somebody, a complete dumbass, jackass. The idea of being able to listen to music in my head without having to wear headphones at all times if I wanted to was always a cool idea to me when I was a kid, when I was in, like, middle and high school. Because I've been listening to music my whole life. My dad was really into music. He gave me a Discman when I was a kid, which is like a Walkman, but for CDs. They weren't very good. Like, if you were walking with them, they would skip all the time. But anyway, I could listen to music, like, chilling at home in the privacy of my own ears. Because you didn't need speakers, you'd have headphones. Then eventually I had an iPod, and then an iPod Touch. So I've been listening to music my entire life. So the idea that I might be able to listen to music without a device like that, like, in my head, would be really cool. Because, like, you could listen to music while swimming, for instance, because you wouldn't have to worry about the waterproof, you know, nature of the device you're using, or how clunky that might be. You could listen to music in, like, a rain pour, you know what I mean, without worrying about your device getting fucked up by the water. That's a really cool idea to me. And now some dipshit fucking idiot who doesn't know anything about what he talks about and just happened to luck into a lot of money and parlayed grift to grift, exploiting the labor of a bunch of workers, is now making something called Neuralink with kind of that idea, but other shit as well. And I would rather kiss myself than even come so close as to touch that. Because that's what Elon Musk does, right? Like, he turns cool ideas into some of the most cringe and stupid shit possible. Because he doesn't know what he's talking about. He overpromises, underdelivers, exploits the labor of the workers underneath him who actually do the fucking work, and then sullies the name of the cool technological advancement that could have been absent his fucking inclusion in the process. Or any other capitalist for that reason, but Elon Musk is especially mentally redacted, so. It's just unfortunate. Turning cardio into a video game through AR, VR sounds nice, but I'm not willing to spend thousands on it. Just play fucking Ring Fit Adventure on the Switch or whatever. Play Dance Dance Revolution. Or just run. But you have to be a special kind of demented to enjoy cardio, like me. I've been slacking on that too, though. What about Full Dive VR, like Sword Art Online? I don't know what either of those things are. The basic thing is I don't like the idea of VR being used for escapism. I would much rather, like, format society to where escapism isn't necessary. You know what I mean? Because, you know, real life is actually kind of sick. Living as a human being, actually kind of wicked. Like, the life, the world out there, nature, and even, like, human-built cities and shit, kind of cool, could be a lot better. Life as a human being could be super poggers. And unfortunately, a lot of VR shit is marketed as escapism by companies specifically making sure our society remains as fucked as it is and making it more fucked. So, hey, you could, for the low price of $8 billion jillion, you too could wear a headset and ignore the shithole that we've built for you around you for several hours a day. No, fuck that shit. This is why libertarian crypto tech bros are a menace to society and need to be re-educated. Because they take so many cool ideas and corporatize them to the point that they're not cool anymore. And you sound like a fucking nerd for thinking they're cool in concept. Because of the associations with the real world shit that's being talked about by these fucking tech bros. Makes me mad, because I think technological advancement is cool, you know. Shockingly, the transgender, transsexual is interested in transhumanism. But these fucking jackwagons like Elon Musk are ruining it for everybody else. They're unironically sci-fi bad guys? Yeah, exactly. Like escapism because we won't be a space-traveling utopia even if we become socialist tomorrow? Yeah, but like we don't need to be. You know what I mean? Like we don't need to enjoy life. We don't have to become a space-traveling utopia. Right? We could build that world on Earth. And we wouldn't have to venture into space because of any concerns we have on Earth. Now, of course, I support venturing into space. I've been a fucking soying, bat-chesting fan of NASA since I was a little kid. So we could have both, but the kind of Elon Musk's whole thing is being able to make a Mars colony because the Earth is going to shit. But we can avoid that. We just choose not to. But here, you ready for the tinfoil hat? Think of it this way. What if Elon Musk and the tech crypto bros are actually a psyop to make transhumanism look bad to the average person? So much so that we don't actually pursue it. Makes you think. Like, one of my biggest dreams since I was a kid would be to... So there's many preconditions to this, because otherwise I would just die immediately, right? So I want to be able to travel the stars, essentially go into spectator mode, and just zoom and zip around and look at what there is to see on the Earth and in the universe. I think that would be quite cool. Even if I could tell nobody about it, that might be really bad for my mental state. But I think it would be worth the cost. Anyway. Now, of course, you would need faster than light travel. You would need to be able to phase through objects. You need to be immortal and invulnerable. All this kind of shit. But being able to travel through time would be sick. Like, imagine being able to go into spectator mode and zip around like prehistoric Earth. You know what I mean? And see all the life at the time. Like, it would be fucking scary. But I think with the knowledge that I could not possibly die, get hurt, phase through objects, etc., not get stuck anywhere, being able to swim in the same ocean as Mosasaurus would be fucking sick to me. Because I love Leviathan ocean life, like whales, sharks, etc. have since I was a kid, and prehistoric versions of said things. I think marine reptiles are fucking sick, and we don't have enough of them. And Mosasaurus is fucking wicked. Now, of course, if I was just a human, then I would be 8, perhaps even accidentally. Which is why, like, I would need to be invulnerable, phase through objects, because if I couldn't phase through objects, well, they could just swallow me by accident. And then I'd be stuck in there until I was eventually moved through the digestive tract. And I wouldn't die or get hurt, but that doesn't sound too pleasant either. I'm not a vor fetishist, so that's not for me. Okay? So being able to phase through objects, a necessity. I just think it would be really cool. And, like, to be able to go through the universe, space, right? To be able to explore our solar system. To be able to explore our universe. It would be really cool. Now, VR can kind of do this. At least that's the promise, right? But, like, you need a supercomputer to have graphics that are high fidelity enough to mimic real life. And you gotta wear a headset, and the shit is not that great for people with motion sickness shit. And it's very expensive, and but, like, the idea, like, that would be one of the ways we could kind of make that dream of mine that I've had since I was a kid a reality. Well, not a virtual reality, if you will. But, like, that's not what they're being developed for, right? There are developers that are working on stuff like that. passion projects and things like that. But majority of the companies that give a fuck about VR and AR are doing it to make more money. Trying to find ways to make it so that workers can become more efficient so that the people that employ said workers can take home more money. And I still fuck with that. Google Earth VR is wild, just for being Google Earth and VR. That is not a thing I had ever considered, actually. But I do enjoy going on Google Earth and looking at shit. I think that's cool. You know, who amongst us hasn't looked at the pyramids of Giza in Google Earth? I think that's neat. I've never visited the pyramids of Giza, you know, but I've looked at them on Google Earth. We had true Star Trek world, no capitalism. Yeah, I haven't seen any Star Trek, but from what I understand about it, it is a very communist show. The first interracial kiss also happened in Star Trek, is my understanding, on television. So, you know, that's how you know it's woke. Kind of a cool show. The idea that there are people that are not left-leaning that watch that show and enjoy it is absurd. But there are, because human beings, especially in America, if not all of them currently, media literacy is not very good. Yeah, the first interracial kiss ever, that's true. Not even just on TV. We definitely need to get rid of billionaires for all that to happen. What if I told you that I agree? I would like to make being a billionaire illegal. Not that you, if you were to become a billionaire, would then become, you know, committing a crime and you would get in trouble, but rather what you would need to do in order to become a billionaire would be illegal, right? You would not be able to amass that amount of money by the laws that would stop you from doing so. And a lot of that would be just, you know, fucking taxing your ass and forcing you to pay your workers more and essentially cut into the profit margins as far as possible until we can, you know, democratize the whole situation. They already commit a ton of crimes. They're just billionaires because punishments come in the form of fines and not jail time. Yeah, that's true as well. Good to see Trump indicted. That is true. That shit is moving. I'm a big fan of that. Our big wet boy under fire. Anyway, this has been a lot of cool conversations today. This is so stupid, bro. Like, this is so dumb. Whenever the website is breaking because Elon Musk is a perpetual fucking imbecile with no idea what he's doing, his immediate go-to is like, now it looks like you're gonna have to touch grass. Looks like because of my incompetence, you're now gonna have to do something else. And it's like, bro, these websites are literally designed to hook people and keep them on the app as long as possible. That is literally the profit model, is to keep people on platform as long as possible in order for them to see the most ads as possible and also have their data harvested as much as possible to be sold so that the website can make more money. That's the whole fucking point. The whole point of your website that you bought is to keep people on it as long as possible. So you can't have that be the case and be like, oh, well, now that I stuck my dick in the server box and fired blanks, but at least was able to cause enough damage that now it's breaking. Now, you know, you can't be on the app anymore as long. Now you're going to have to go do something else with your life. It doesn't really work like that, man. You just look like a fucking goober. Now, of course, the fucking dick riders are all going to love this, even though he's also making fun of them. Because they are the most on Twitter right now. Like, the people who are the target of this tweet are not people like me. I've been using Twitter less, and it's literally part of my job to be on it, right? The people that are on Twitter the most currently, after Elon Musk took over, are his fucking dick riders. Literally by his design. So you're not making fun of me. You're making fun of the people that are literally licking your sack. But I guess they enjoy it, because they're all fucking bratty subs or whatever. Stupid. Anyway, not only is Elon Musk ruining Futurism, he's also ruining perhaps the most futuristic website of all, Twitter.com. And I think it is emblematic, in the fact that apparently earlier in the day, because of the rate limiting, Elon Musk was like, yo, unverified accounts will only be able to see 600 tweets. I think it went up to 800. I don't know what it's at now. And verified accounts can see like 6,000 or something like that. Or like 10,000. I don't fucking know what it is. And 300 for new accounts. Yeah. Or maybe new unverified also counts for people who like didn't renew their subscription or like canceled it. I don't fucking know. This meme is actually true. It's so dumb. And I think my summary is the best. Where I have, what is her name? God damn it. the North Korean defector that lies about a bunch of shit, even though there's a lot of real bad shit going on in North Korea, you could easily talk about. Now, let me go on into the skeet zone. Because I know I posted it here with alt text, and I'll be able to find her name because of that. Yeonmi Park. Okay. On Twitter, you have to pay to read tweets. The leader is very wealthy, but doesn't spend his money on the lower class. Every time you scroll, you roll the dice on if you'll see something you like, but you usually hate it. Even if you do, your social credit ticks down by 1 anyway. I thought this was quite humorous. And it's true. Also, follow me on fucking Bisky if you're on there. I'm gonna be giving my reply guys and like longtime subs on my Twitch and shit codes as I have them. The one I currently have, if you saw, given to Bottling Sunshine, but they have been lackadaisical in redeeming it because apparently they're at Anime Expo, which is a super fucking busy and populated expo that's going to be a really good opportunity for their career to sell their art and spread people's knowledge of, you know, their art and online persona, good networking. Apparently that's all important. So they haven't redeemed it yet, but if you're wondering what that one is, all right, if you're like, oh my god, you say you're going to give them away, but you have one, listen, it's technically claimed. Okay? Anyway, follow me there at conure.cc. Yeah. This video's gonna call it as Mr. McKelvey. Thanks for the support. Congrats on your first win. If you'd like to be the next Connor call, all you can do is follow me on Twitter at ConnorCC. Retweet my video links when they go live. Remember to subscribe to the channel, put on notifications on when you hit the bell, leave a like if you'd like. Comment something down below about how Futurism is poggers, transhumanism is poggers, and Elon Chungus Keanu Among Us is ruining it for the rest of us. Have a good day.